We obviously need to make contingency plans should the situation deteriorate, but we also need to broaden our support for this international situation.
The Americans want support from their international allies after accusing Iran of carrying out this week's attacks on 2 oil tankers in the Gulf region.
I emphasized earlier this need to develop international consensus.
As tensions with the United States escalate, Iran's president confirms the country will stop complying with some commitments in the 2015 nuclear deal that was agreed with global powers, unless Iran sees what he called positive signals from other signatories to the deal, which include Russia, China, Britain, and other European countries. The Pentagon has released this video it claims is evidence that Iran was behind the blasts near the Strait of Hormuz, a vital passageway for the world's oil industry at the mouth of the Gulf. Washington says the video shows Iranians removing an unexploded mine from one of the ships crippled in Thursday's strikes. Tehran has denied any role in the attacks. Britain has joined the U.S. in blaming Iran. Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt says there's no reason not to believe the U.S.
But you'd think it would be pretty obvious who was responsible for this when we actually have video evidence that shows what the Iranians have been doing.
But the leader of Britain's main opposition party warned against stumbling into a conflict in the Gulf, writing on Twitter, "Without credible evidence about the tanker attacks, the government's rhetoric will only increase the threat of war." Some of the state's other allies remain skeptical. Germany says it's not so sure Iran was to blame. Canada has condemned the attacks, but hasn't said if it believes the U.S. assessment that Iran was responsible. In a statement, Global Affairs Canada says Canada is a trading nation dependent upon freedom of navigation and the uninterrupted passage of maritime trade, and Canada remains deeply concerned about further escalations in an already tense region. The Gulf has been on edge after attacks on 4 oil tankers in the same area last month, in which the U.S. also pointed the finger directly at Iran. Relations between the two countries started going downhill last year after Trump pulled out of the nuclear deal. The Iranian president didn't say today what positive signals Iran wants to see from other signatories.